Virginia farm fight. Anything you find down on the farm is legal to use as a weapon. Brad Stutts and Cecil, Tim McGraw-Scott are in the booth. And Cecil, this one is, what now, 2 years almost in the making between these two.
And there's a mysterious...
It's a mason jar full of something there.
I think we know what's in that.
But Evan Banks just left at our table. Anything you find on the farm is legal to use as a weapon in this huge grudge matchup. Former Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions aim to finally settle it all tonight.
And I don't even want to think about what's legal on the farm, Brad Stutts.
There's the bell. We are off and running. Andrews versus Banks. Finally. Oh, he spat the shine right in his eyes.
Yeah, that stuff that was in the jar right here, he spat it right in his eyes, and that's going to burn like hell.
I think he might have visited old Stephen Lovett before the start of this matchup. I don't know.
Dude.
It went right in the eyes of Aric Andrews, and oh man, Banks is already looking for more plunder.
Man, I caught a whiff of that over here. That's some strong stuff, bro.
Open this bottle. We might have a little bit during this one.
Right.
Oh my God, it smells atrocious.
Oh God, Bobby Heenan.
What is on the far side? Evan Banks is already rearranging furniture. Oh dear.
And that's a big piece of plywood.
It's about to have a barn raising.
Wow. And this is the second ever Virginia farm fight in CWF history.
That's right, the first one was the Killbillies against Smith Garrett and Charlie Weston.
And quite the infamous match in CWF history.
Absolutely. I may have never seen more creative and inventive weapons used in any match ever than that one.
Now, I have not seen a bale of hay around here, so. But we got plenty of plywood and that stuff.
The guys at the training program told me they were picking hay out of their gear, ears, and hair for about 6 weeks after that match.
Oh! Now the thing with that plywood, that's kind of particle board, it's going to have a lot more splinters and a lot more debris than a regular piece of wood or a table would.
Absolutely, you're basically going to be taking shrapnel.
And this is just pieces of wood glued together.
And got a broom, okay.
Quite the expert on plywood.
Jug, I think Evan Banks actually was in a jug band back in high school. That's an elective up in Virginia.
Wow, 2 credits.
Yeah, jug band is a high school elective.
What the hell kind of farm does he come from?
Oh boy. Oh. Rang his bell on that one.
So empty water jug, a 13-gallon water jug.
And the cleaner, Evan Banks. What? Sweeping up the competition.
It's funny how revenge sweeps over you sometimes.
And ever since Aric Andrews got the pure grain alcohol in the eyes, he's been blinded.
That's a tiki torch.
It is a tiki torch. Well, it keeps the mosquitoes away.
Right, we're going to have a lot of those in a couple of months.
Got a net. I think I see some chicken wire.
I'm really curious to see what's at the bottom of that can.
Oh, dear. Well, no one can say that Aric Andrews does not deserve everything he's getting.
Oh my goodness, and just a piece of wood, he broke it. He's beating the high holy hell out of Aric Andrews right now.
Months and months and months that Andrews ran from Evan Banks, said he would never fight him, said he would never give him the satisfaction, and here we are. Oh my God!
It's a section of like a chicken coop.
That's exactly what it is.
It looks like a 1983 Memphis cage.
That's exactly. It looks like, I was gonna say Cobo Hall, the chicken wire cage. Oh dear.
Snow shovel.
Oh, cracked him in the forehead with it.
And it looked like Andrews tried his best to get out of harm's way from that, but didn't quite make it.
Banks. There's no two ways about it. Banks is whooping ass right now.
Yes, he is.
Oh dear. Chicken wire. Banks is relishing every moment. Oh, he stuck him. He buried him under the chicken wire.
It's the first time ever I could say a senton on the chicken wire, Brad Stutts. And a cover? No?
Yes. Cover 2-2.
Needless to say, there are no disqualifications here.
Yeah, absolutely. Fall must occur in the ring, however.
So, what happens if you find something that you don't find on the farm? Is that legal?
I don't know.
Am I overthinking it?
We questioned if there was going to be any livestock put to use here.
I'm borderline shocked that there isn't.
Well, the match is young.
And so are we, brother.
Oh, we got steel chairs. Well, I guess you got to have someplace to sit on the farm.
Right, steel chairs are not out of place.
No, got to have someplace to sit on the farm.
I was hoping for like maybe a tractor.
That I think the fire marshal might have something to say about.
You don't think Captain Leather would let a tractor in here?
I don't think we could just be driving tractors in. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we can.
Oh, no.
Oh!
You know, we're having a little fun out here, but man, he is just laying a whooping on Aric Andrews.
This crowd is calling for the demise of Aric Andrews.
And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
No, there may be nobody who is as universally hated as Andrews. Chair shot to the mouth. I don't think Aric Andrews' own daughter likes him.
I have on good authority from the daughter.
Chair set up in the buckle. And of course, for our new fans, Aric Andrews and Evan Banks, two-time Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, they were undefeated for 11 months as the Killbillies, maybe the most popular tag team we've ever had in CWF Mid-Atlantic. Back at Battlecade in December of 2014, Aric Andrews denounced the group, said he was his own man, gonna do his own thing, and they have been at war ever since. Andrews took months off the career of Banks, and Banks is gonna take it back now. Oh!
Gonna hit toss into the chairs!
Sent him into the chairs.
And that was a huge turning point for Aric Andrews to get back into this match. And two steel chairs. And he's gonna go to that water jug. And just like that, Aric Andrews has found a way back into this match. And all it takes is one big blow like that, and Everett Banks is hurt. Andrews now very deliberately and very labored. We got some kind of stick, some kind of handle. It looks like a broken mop handle out of that garbage can. Broken right over the back, and another piece of plywood.
We've got standby security and officials around the building just in case this thing gets too violent. I just had to grab another official to be at the ready because anything could go flying into the crowd. Anything could happen in this brutal matchup.
Especially now that Andrews has found a way back into this thing. And we're kind of back at square one.
We really are.
Oh, the sickening thud. That board just exploded from the body of Evan Banks. And he is lifeless in that pile of wood.
Yeah, there's cover! Two. There's commotion all over the building as fans are in shock and awe at the brutality in this one, but you know, Cecil Scott, you can attest to it when it's a friendship, when it's a brotherhood like these two had, it just gets that much more personal, it just gets that much more violent.
It really does, because you got both guys and neither one of them want to get shown up by the other. It becomes so much more personal.
It's not a business partnership that broke up, it's a brotherhood. Oh, the sound echoed.
Just one sick shot after another, and what the hell?
Choking away at his former partner, his former brother. Is that a hoe?
Wait, what?
No, in the ring. Oh, I think that was a hoe.
Oh yeah, like a gardening hoe.
Yeah. No, not her. No, in the ring. No.
I thought you saw who I was talking to earlier.
No, I did, but I think that was a hoe.
Yeah, it looked like it.
No, in the ring.
No, will you stop?
Another piece of, who brought all this plywood?
And where the hell did all this come from?
I would have think that like Evan Banks's like granny was like renovating her house and he stole plywood off like the back of the deck or something.
Stay at your grandma's house. Well, we might get something really nasty here. Maybe a suplex to that table.
Might be.
Or to that wood, I should say.
Yeah, Banks trying to block it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can take another shot with all that wood.
Official. Oh!
Man, the corners are a hell of a place to be in tonight.
Yes, they are, and both of their bodies have taken so much damage and impact and pain. There's plunder all over the ringside area.
And it seems like as soon as one man gets an advantage, they just go reach in the can and find something else.
Anything is legal as a weapon in this Virginia farm fight. Second time ever in CWF history. And what a spectacle this thing has turned into.
And you got your say of what you want to use in there, but
Banks is trying to create some space.
oh, he's looking for that chair. And as we saw a couple of weeks ago, these chairs could be a hell of a weapon.
Absolutely, it was back in that historic. It was back in that historic 105-minute Trevor Lee Roy Wilkins Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship bout, where we saw just how damaging and deadly these steel chairs can be. You're gonna say, what is Banks doing?
Oh my God, what the hell is he doing?
Andrews is trying to lower his body. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, went through the chair cover. 2, no. Banks rolls out, Banks stays alive.
I don't even know if you could call that a kick out. This looked like the momentum was going in his favor.
I think you may be right. Both men showing the effects of this war. So much physicality. So much brutality, and I think you're right. I think Banks may have caught a lucky break there. Kick, no, DDT! Dropped him right on his head.
Amongst all that garbage in the ring.
Both men down. Cover, 2-2.
And as somebody who's been in a couple of street fight type matches, it's really hard to explain just how much these blows and all these shots take out of you.
Banks standing over his former partner, his former brother.
Gonna drop him again.
Wild look in his eye. Andrews is fighting to stay alive. Oh, went right into the chair and right into the cover. Great thinking. 2-2. An assertive kick out from Banks. An assertive kick out from Banks, who is still alive despite the best efforts of Aric Andrews.
Right, unlike the first one through the chair, that time that was an assertive, like you said, definite kick out.
Absolutely.
It's like he wanted Andrews to know, yeah, I've still got some fight in me here, brother.
That chair coming into play again. Oh dear. Oh, swing and a miss. Caught him. Oh boy, now he's got the chair. Ooh, right in the sternum, right in the ribs. Fans are still calling for Aric Andrews' demise, and
What in the world?
the chair is wedged in the buckle. O-Train, perhaps?
Yeah, he's loading up.
Oh! That's gonna hurt both men, though.
That'll bust you right up in the inside.
Yeah, absolutely it will. Both men down here. And I gotta think they cannot keep this pace up forever. I gotta think at some point the fight is gonna go out like sands in the hourglass. The fight is gonna run out of one of these men.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, like I said, there's only so much you can take. And we've got a jug of pesticide floating around there, because why not?
Oh dear.
Is that a noose?
Aric Andrews may be compromised to a permanent end here in a moment.
Well, it is a Virginia farm fight, sir.
If he gets choked out, I gotta believe that will end the matchup.
This is going to end more than the match, sir.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Oh, Andrews is dangling.
He is hanging a man in the ring right now.
Evan Banks is looking to choke the life out of his former partner.
Red Charles is looking at us like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Oh, he cracked him right in the head. Andrews cracked Banks in the head with something.
It was that jug of pesticide. And that's what you spray around the crops to keep the mites and everything off of it. But whatever it was, I think it literally saved his life.
Andrews looking for the cover. 1, 2, 2. Barely. The kickouts are becoming less and less powerful. The fatigue is setting in more and more.
And the chair again.
Oh dear.
That chair is just falling apart as he's swinging it.
Andrews going for broke cover. 1, 2, 2. Just barely. Just barely. Andrews is trying to end the career of his former tag team partner.
And another cover.
One, two again. Evan Banks refuses to stay down. The country boy refuses to die. He refuses to lose here tonight. Oh! Knee trembler may have just dimmed the lights. Cover. One, two again.
And at this point for Evan Banks, it's not about winning the match. He's just not going to give Aric Andrews the satisfaction of beating him.
Evan Banks is showing more heart than we have ever seen. He refuses to lose. He refuses to be put down.
That's what happens on the farm when somebody can't go anymore. You take him out back.
Oh, pad goes down. This could be that moment. He's going for the knee trembler once again. Andrews is going for the knee trembler again. Wait a minute.
He's got a hold of that rope.
He's got the rope.
Spear, he got the spear.
Hold him into the spear.
Got him.
Evan Banks wins a war. Finally gets his retribution and puts Aric Andrews away.